welcome back to my YouTube channel. It feels so good to be able to say this again after a very long time. And let me start with saying a very big thank you to everyone. People who checked on me when I was away. You made me feel like I have got a family, outside family. And right now, you are family. Best believe. Thank you so much for the checks. Thanks for the love. And while I was away, I celebrated my birthday. So happy birthday in arrears to me. It felt really good. I mean, it felt good and not bad because I don't want to use the word bad. It felt good. And then it still made reality dawn on me that, you know what, girl, you are growing old. And that's beautiful. Okay, but then I feel like I'm too young to be this old. What's going on? I'm so young, yet I'm so old. Okay, it is what it is. And you know, I can still cheat on nature. I can, pass as a teen. I could actually be in the midst of teenagers now, and they would not know that, I am way past them. Yeah, maybe that's one of the perks of being, petite. So all the petite sisters out there, shout out to y'all all. You're doing just fine. So you shouldn't look down on yourself like, I want to be plus size at all costs. My mom would say that when I start, pop kids, I'm going to be on a big side. Well, maybe or maybe not. Till then. Okay, so talking about adding a new age, as a Nigerian, as a young Nigerian, let me put it that way, African, when you celebrate your birthday, people around you, if not your parents, your aunt, your uncle, someone somewhere will look for a means to subtly remind you. Sometimes it's not even subtle. Sometimes it is aggressive. They remind you about you growing older, you need to behave yourself, and some of them would even chip it in like, you're growing older now, you should be responsible for someone. You're growing older now, you should bring your spouse home. It's a lot, man. And I'm looking at it like, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work my parents did, or every responsible parent out there did to raise a child. So when I was young, my mom would ask me to remind her of whatever I'll be needing in school just before the deadline. But I'll be feeling like, whether I give you a prior notice or not, you're still going to give me this thing regardless. So what's the point? So sometimes I forget to ask her. Other times it's just deliberate, like, regardless, you're still going to give me this thing. So I'm going to ask her or my father on the deadline. And most times she'll be like, my father should not give it to me. But my father will be like, if I don't give it to these kids, they probably look for it somewhere else. So let me just give it to them. Right now, I am an adult and I understand this thing. Say, if you need something from me, be it money, be it my time, and you didn't give me no prior notice, that means you will sleep there. You're just telling me about what you need. Maybe you need me in a place. You're just telling me you need me in a place today. And you're just telling me today. That means you will sleep there because I'm not going to step out. Or you need money and you have not. In fact, tell me since 2020. Tell me since the pandemic year. So I know how to put myself together, plan these things. Now I understand what it means to, set up plans, be good, have money, save money. And sometimes, out of the blues, something that needs to be done would just say, are you there? And then you have got no choice than just to fix this thing. It's a lot as an adult. So the next time you see me, please squeeze like $2 million. Squeeze it inside my bag. And as a Yoruba, Emma worry, I feel it. Please insist. I need money. Squeeze it inside my bag. Once again, I want to say thank you to everyone who checked up on me. I really appreciate it. It made me, feel so excited, elated that, yeah, I got people who, that means I'm doing something right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you want to know the reason why I was away? Difference is the battle. Ototologun. It is what it is. Maybe something can be among teenagers and still roll with them like I'm a teenager, And they're looking at me like, how come this person talks like this or knows so much? If I want to cheat nature, yeah, I could go without a wig, without a makeup, without hearing, and I look like a teen. Good genes. That's what good genes do to your body. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. But if I want to look, want to look big, carry big wig. Here we go. Okay, so on today's episode, let us talk about this thing that I think is not right into society. It is you get married to a partner that has got a child and maltreating that child, or being in a relationship with a partner that has got a child and maltreating the child. It's not such a good thing. Earlier this year, there was this story of Baba Jesha and Princess, which broke on the internet, and it was a lot of back and forth. Some persons taking Princess side, some persons taking Baba Jesha's side. It was a lot. We just didn't understand what to do or what not. At some points, I was like, okay, let the court do its final thing and let people just rest. But in the course of, excuse me, thank you. But in the course of this back and forth on the internet, I saw some persons talking about, oh, Ijesha and Baba and Ijesha and Princess must have been an item sometime. That's why he could come into our space freely and all of that. That's not even the point. The point is, if he's found guilty, and it is true that he was actually involved with Princess at some point in life, then he should be ashamed of himself. People should be ashamed of him, because how can you claim to be in a relationship with someone and abuse their child? Yes, Princess said the child is not a biological, but that child has been with Princess for a while, and that makes the child princesses. So why should you abuse your partner's child? This millennium, this generation, we use love and light a lot. So why can't we allow love and light transcend in our behavior? Why can't we let love and light transcend in all that we do? Sometimes on the internet, you see a random person's child, and then people be like, oh, my ovaries, oh, wow, so cute. I go out with my cousins, with nephews and nieces, and then I see the way people dote on them, give them compliments, people that don't even know them. That's really beautiful. But why do we still have people in the society who will maltreat someone else's child? But this person is your partner. So why would you do it? Maltreat the child. Don't you think you're maltreating your spouse? If you claim to love this person, why can't you show forth the love in the person's child? Don't you think so? A friend would say something about unlearning, that she would say life is about learning, unlearning, and relearning. Okay, I know some persons might not have thought it through, but I think this is a time, this is a wake-up call. Let us all check it out and live a better society. If you continue to abuse this child that is kept in your care, they'll grow up to be broken adults, and we are trying our best to keep the society sane. Please, we should try as much as possible to stop it. And if you're in a relationship with someone and you find out that that person abused your child, single parents, it is very important for you to report that child to the appropriate the person, your spouse or your partner or whatever it is that you're doing with the person. Report that person to the appropriate authority. That's the only nice thing to do. Please report them. It is important for you to report them. These kids, they didn't ask to be here. You brought them. Maybe the relationship with the ex didn't work out, and that's why you are in the picture now. You should do better, please. Do better. You can actually develop a better relationship with a kid that is not yours. And these kids are like plain paper given to you. Whatever you do with the kids, whether your kid, your children, your child, or your neighbors or your partners, is what they grow up to be. So please, let us try as much as possible to take good care of these kids. They didn't ask us to bring them. We did, and we should take responsibility as an adult. And if you're in a relationship with someone and the person is already telling you that he or she has got problem with your child, maybe that person is not for you. Or maybe you've got to do better with the kid, hold on till this child is able to, stand on his or her own, maybe in the boarding school, in the university, that when this child comes back, it's not going to be, oh, I took care of the child, I watched the child's I watched the child up today, I did this, I did that. If the child is grown enough to be able to do stuff, I've seen movies where the father will be like, oh, I'm not going to have any other wife since your mom passed away and all of that. Whatever we're doing, we should let our conscience be our judge. If you're maltreating someone else's child, you know that you're doing the wrong thing. We all know. You're about to say that any rumor, you know that you're doing the wrong thing. And if you're doing the right thing, you know. Okay, let us get better, please. Thank you. That's all I have for you today on this episode. And I want to say congratulations to my friends. I'm indeed grateful for my circle. People getting married, having baby number 1, having baby number 2, graduating, and I am on your YouTube. Yes, that's what's congratulating me for. It is worth congratulating me for. So congratulations to myself. Okay, till I come your way again, I remain Eniyanu Fale, but not stress. Call me Sakadeli, and this is the Sakadeli vlog. Please comment, like, share, and tell friends about it. Okay, just before I go, I remember what I was going to ask you. So please kindly interact with me in the comment section. I'll be there reading and replying, of course. Is it fair to judge a potential partner by the amount of divorces they've had? Like, you meet someone with everything you want in a spouse, but this person has been married for more than once and divorced. Is that a red flag? Is that enough reason to throw the towel in, or otherwise? Let me know. I'll be willing to read from you. Thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment. I love you. Mwah.